Hey guys, remember when I said this?
I think we can definitely expect at least one solid, important Mandalorian character in Jon Favreau's upcoming series.
That was 3 solid months before the name of the show was announced. That was 3 months before anybody knew anything like that. And look, I'm not saying that gives me some sort of sixth sense about the show or I'm some sort of Mandalorian savant. All I'm saying is that I was right once before. And yeah, sometimes lightning does strike twice. So allow me to demonstrate that to you with my latest theory. And remember,
I think we can definitely expect at least one solid, important Mandalorian character in Jon Favreau's upcoming series.
Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and I did not expect to be bringing you a new video so soon, but I just couldn't wait to share this with you, because we've been talking about so much of what's going on at Lucasfilm, so much of this new Mandalorian news, and we were discussing that on a stream just a little bit ago with Anna, that Star Wars girl, and a light bulb went off in my head based on some of the things she was telling me about Rebels and how that wrapped up, and what the rumors are for how Ahsoka is going to factor into Mandalorian Season 2, as well as bo-katan, who's Katie Sackhoff's character from Clone Wars and Rebels, how she was going to factor in as well, and it just hit me, and it makes everything make sense. All of the pieces, everything we've heard, all the rumors and this and that and whatnot, it all fits together in this beautiful, brilliant, terrifying mess of a big picture going on at Lucasfilm. So what I learned, which I didn't know about it, and I haven't seen Rebels, I haven't seen Clone Wars, so Anna was discussing a little bit how Rebels ended and how that's going to factor into this new show. So the Rebels ends with Sabine and Ahsoka taking off to try to find Ezra, the main character of Rebels, at the end of the show. And Sabine being the former leader of Mandalore, her sister, bo-katan, then became the regent of Mandalore after her. She was Sabine was the Grand Duchess, now she was named the regent, and whatever, etc. So obviously, okay, well, on the nose right there, you're like, well, that's how bo-katan is going to factor in if she's the leader of Mandalore. That makes sense. Ahsoka, how's she going to factor in? I don't know. And then Anna said the one thing that made all the pieces fall into place. She said, well, from what she's heard, these are going to be like a 1 or 2 episode a kind of cameo appearances, small appearances, because they're going to do a spin-off with those characters. They're going to do a spin-off series, live action, after introducing these characters, with Ahsoka and Sabine looking for Ezra. And that was everything right there in a nutshell. Okay, so Disney has announced their new live action, female-centric Star Wars show, and all of a sudden, now we got Katie Sackhoff confirmed for The Mandalorian. Now, maybe she'll play Sabine, maybe she won't. You know, in addition, these sisters, you could say they could look similar enough. Maybe bo-katan is going to go along with them in some way. Maybe Sabine won't get introduced until later, right? But you have Ahsoka coming in now, and I was trying to figure out, how does Ahsoka fit into all this? It's a weird, odd choice to drop this chick with Jedi training and her storied past and all that core part of Clone Wars and whatnot. Just plop her into this Mandalorian universe that's so far removed from that. That's why. Okay, this is a normal thing TV shows do all the time, and it makes sense. It's not. I'm not even disparaging. It's a decent thing to do. Arrowverse, the Defenders stuff. You drop your characters in, have them make cameos in your existing shows to get people excited about their spin-off series, their own show, stuff like that. That's a very common thing to do. So, all right, that's what we're doing. We're teasing that series, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the female-centric series that Leslye Headland was brought in to be the showrunner for. And there's the final piece of the puzzle, right? Here's the final piece of the puzzle, and this is exactly why we're now hearing these rumors of the unrest at Lucasfilm, of the war at Lucasfilm, the split between Favreau and the direction he's taken, his Disney property versus Kathleen Kennedy, and we heard about Bob Iger, not being pleased about bringing Leslye Headland in as this writer for this new show, and this all makes sense. Right, so prior to this Leslye Headland bringing her on, prior to the spinoff being confirmed, also an additional little nugget too. Back in January, the rumors were of a Rebels sequel show about Sabine and Ahsoka going off to find Ezra. Right, nothing confirmed about that now. So why do a Rebels sequel show when you could just do a live action female-centric show in that same universe? So you've got Favreau and you've got Filoni, who are clearly good friends, and Favreau bringing in Filoni's characters from Clone Wars and Rebels now into his universe of The Mandalorian, obviously same universe, into his show and whatnot and what have you. And so Filoni's sort of getting his day in the sun in terms of live action, and bringing these characters into that live action mythos, into sort of the more concrete main event of Star Wars, which is probably very exciting for him. And then he gets it yanked out from under him because Kathleen Kennedy decides, female-centric show, what a great opportunity to plop a female writer on and push the narrative about all of our girl power stuff. No, it just wouldn't look right if we had a white guy being the showrunner for this female-centric show, so we've got to find a woman to do it, and pulls Leslye Headland out of the ether and plops her on the show, creating this rift because you have Jon Favreau's Mandalorian, arguably the least controversial of the Disney Star Wars properties, arguably the best of the Disney Star Wars properties. I would make that argument. I know a lot of other people who would. Taking this, eschewing all of the SJW talking points, the identity politics, not getting involved in that, not worrying about who's writing and directing, just getting the best people for the jobs, not worrying about the identity of the people doing the jobs, and creating something that we all loved that felt like Star Wars again. And bringing Filoni into that, and bringing his characters into season 2 for that, and setting up for this greater world, that could save the franchise, because now you have the real creatives working on the right stuff, the people who actually care about the legacy of Star Wars, doing these things. And Kathleen Kennedy, of course, like she always does, the same way she nixed Mos Eisley for Star Wars Land, swoops in and just snatches something good away, stirring up ire as high as Bob Iger, because anyone with eyes can see the success of The Mandalorian without being dogged by controversy and outrage and camps of for and against, etc. Everyone can see how successful that was, how much people liked it, but it's not KK's. It's not her agenda. It's not her stamp of approval on it. So now she wants to yank it away because for some asinine reason, she's still convinced that she can go woke and not go broke. Good effing luck. Bob Iger has seen through all of this easily, clear as day, is going, why? You have this beautiful opportunity of two guys who love Star Wars and work on Star Wars. Why not make Dave Filoni the showrunner for this? Or bring someone else and have Favreau or him find the person to bring in to caretake these characters. These are his creations. Is he too precious about them? Maybe he could be. People talk about that, how precious he is about Ahsoka, how she should have died off a long time ago. Is he so precious that he's forcing them into Favreau's Mandalorian? Maybe. Is that an issue? It could be. But the reality stands that Filoni has created better Star Wars content than pretty much anyone else at Lucasfilm outside of maybe Favreau. So he has a little bit of that right. Again, giving into that too much makes everything go to hell, but he has a little bit of that right to, care about these characters and their future, and just have that ripped away by someone who isn't even a Star Wars fan. You can imagine exactly how that is causing a massive rift in Lucasfilm right now, and how people are drawing lines in the sand, and some standing behind Favreau saying, this is the direction we should have taken all along. Look, it's working. Why would you change something good? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And KK swooping in and saying, if it ain't woke, I don't want it. So that right there, light bulbs, all of that. I guarantee you have my personal bet on the table that this spinoff, they're planning this Ahsoka Sabine spinoff to go find Ezra, and this is the property that they want to hand to Leslye Headland. It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense for them to announce a female-led show out of the blue with no lead and no backstory and just pull some rando out of nowhere to do it just for some publicity. I thought this must be a publicity stunt. That must be what's happening. But no, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. So there you go. That's the theory. That's what I'm putting out there. Agree, disagree. Let me know what you think. Did I miss anything? How terrible is this going? And who's going to win this war, right? At the end of the day, there are people above Kathleen Kennedy. She's not the end-all, be-all in this process. She may be at Lucasfilm, but Lucasfilm is not owned is by her. It's owned by Disney. So, where does this end? What do you guys think? Who's going to win this war? And am I right? Am I correct on all of these things? Let me know what you think. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you press the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that notifications bell so you never miss a video. And check out my Patreon if you want more content, especially a lot more Star Wars content. For just $1 a month, you get 2 extra videos. 2 gets you beyond many, many more videos. Or check out Subscribestar if you're averse to Patreon. I put those videos up there as well. So thank you so much for your support. You can follow me on Twitter at Jesse Milestone, Instagram at Mindless Entertainment. Again, thank you for watching. God Empress out.